Hello and welcome to ILTV's Evening Update. I'm Aaron Porras here with the latest news from Israel.
An Israeli military court today sentenced Palestinian terrorist Mohammad Abu Shahin to 2 consecutive life sentences for the murder of hiker Danny Gonen in the West Bank nearly 1.5 years ago. He was also ordered to pay Gonen's family to the tune of 3.5 million shekels or $910,000 in compensation. Abu Shahin was also convicted of 13 separate counts of attempted murder for a series of shootings between April 2014 and July 2015. Danny Gonen was murdered on June 19, 2015, and his friend Netanel Haddad was also wounded in the attack. Abu Shahin is believed by the Israeli Shin Bet to belong to an armed wing of Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas's Fatah party. The court said that Abu Shahin targeted soldiers and civilians solely because they were Jewish and recommended Abu Shahin never be pardoned and that his sentence never be shortened. Former Secretary General of the United Nations Ban KiMoon is concerned that Tehran might have violated an arms embargo by supplying weapons and missiles to Hezbollah. In a report submitted to the UN Security Council on December 30th, 2 days before he was succeeded by Antonio Guterres, Ban Ki-moon also cites an accusation by France that an arms shipment seized in the Indian Ocean in March was from Iran and likely bound for Somalia or Yemen. Most UN sanctions were lifted a year ago, following a deal Iran made with Britain, France, Germany, China, Russia, the United States, and the European Union to curb its nuclear program. But Iran is still subject to an arms embargo and other restrictions which are not technically part of the nuclear agreement. Ban's report is due to be discussed by the 15-member UN Security Council on January 18th. English late-night talk show host John Oliver was slated to promote the launch of HBO in Israel on Israeli cable network Hot. The comedian and host of HBO's Last Week Tonight announced on Saturday, however, that he has canceled his visit. Oliver, who gained notoriety in the US for his work with The Daily Show with Jon Stewart and now for his own show, was scheduled to come to Israel on January 15th. He said the decision to cancel was made due to unforeseen production obligations. Hot recently acquired the rights to the American Premium Network's library, which includes hit series such as The Night Of and Game of Thrones. The 4th seasons of Oliver's award-winning Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, a half-hour satirical look at current events, will resume February 12th on the American HBO, and it will be broadcast in Israel the day after on Hot's new HBO channel. A record 504 organ transplants were performed in Israel in 2016, giving new life and hope to terminally ill patients. According to data from the National Transplant Center, the number of organ transplants in 2016, taken from both the deceased and the living, was a significant rise from the 433 in 2015. Nevertheless, the first day of 2017 saw 1,100 patients still waiting for organs, 847 for a kidney, 104 for a liver, 63 for a heart, 89 for a lung, 6 for a heart and a lung, and 7 for a kidney and a pancreas. Last year, 122 patients, or 11% of the patients on the waiting list, died before receiving the organs they needed. According to the Transplant Center data, last year saw 274 operations conducted to harvest organs from the deceased, an increase of 12% over 2015, and a new Israeli record. Israeli children can now receive an extra year of free dental care starting this Sunday. Until now, the cutoff was age 14, but thanks to the recent addition of 40 million shekels to the basket of health services, the age limit is now 15. This is part of an ongoing trend of expanding free dental care for children. In 2010, the health basket included free dental care for children up to age 8. That was expanded to 12 years in 2013 and has continued to incrementally increase. Health Minister Yaakov Litzman said that the expansion to include 15-year-olds brings social justice to children, and he intends to gradually expand the program through to the age of 18. What's mystifying the health ministry, though, is why the cavity rate has not dropped despite the increase in the use of free dental treatment.
That's all for now. Tune in to ILTV for our main daily broadcast playing after this. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you tomorrow with our morning briefing from Israel at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.